And it's kind of breezy today. I thought I'd come outside, and the only time I ever really go outside is to make these damn vlogs. Oh yeah. Is that somebody down there? Yes it is. Oh, it's young mothers. I'm not sure if it was young mothers or old folks. What is that? A lot of stuff. I got a goddamn copyright strike on Billy's site because of, let me switch hands here. Man, it's windy out today. None of this will come out audio-wise. I better hide. I'll hide at the workman's shed. It is windy and cold. I may beat a hasty retreat. I broke all my other glasses. I had to resort to wearing Billy's glasses. What's the workman been up to? Yeah, not really much. Oh well, there's, got a copyright strike. It's crazy the way they do copyright. That's my second one, and it was on Coldplay's "The Scientist." Which pretty much, you're not a YouTuber. There must be 10,000 people who have covered "The Scientist" on YouTube. What? All that just to switch hands. Damn, I'll grab that thing. Whoop. Oh, I found another place. There must be literally 10,000 people covering Coldplay's "The Scientist," and it's just all crazy. There's YouTube. There are, I think, last time I did the math, for every employee at Google, there are 57,000 YouTube users. It's all automated, and I don't even know what they're trying to say on that one. Some of them are ridiculous, like I should really get into all the paperwork I've exchanged with Supertramp and the Supertramp people and everything that's involved with that at some time. But maybe I will, maybe I won't, but it's ridiculous because what an artist is doing when they don't let you cover their music is they're basically saying YouTube is the new radio, and radio was always free and but paid for by advertisement. YouTube, same thing. So an artist is just saying, I'm totally not with the times, and they're saying, A, I'm not with the times, B, I don't want people who don't already know my music to discover it, because what do you do when you see a cover tune? You go check out the original if it's good. And then C, they're saying I don't want to make any money from the advertisements because YouTube tries to slap. This is a great chair, but it's probably more of a wind shelter over here. I found another one. Great place to sit. But there's just so much there. It's YouTube tries to slap a freaking ad on everything. Automatically they try to put ads on everything, and there's so many levels. Copyright on YouTube is really a joke, because all of YouTube is basically founded on theft. With YouTube, what the deal is that all the billions of dollars that they make didn't just appear. They stole that money. They shifted it from the entertainment business, from film and music companies. And since they're a huge, giant corporation, YouTube is, the music company and the music business did not respond quick enough to legally just stop it in its tracks. So basically, YouTube is it's founded on theft. The only reason anybody goes there, the bulk of people go to see copyrighted works for free, or listen to copyrighted works for free. But then they started slapping ads on um, every single thing, and that way, when something does get get a hit and get played, and an ad gets clicked on, the artist gets a certain amount of that. So supposedly, of course, it's going to work out in Google and YouTube's favor. They're going to just, I'm not even going to get into it, but eventually it'll be, it's such an essential thing and a huge thing. It'll be broken up or shut down or something. They wield way too much power. I'll probably do a whole thing again. Nobody seems to have any interest in those, on my thoughts on what YouTube really is and what Google is, and how the Google thing, the ability to search the internet, it's ridiculous that they dominate that and can slap ads all over everything. That's like trying to copyright water or something, you know. And then the YouTube thing, how they I can't see with these glasses. Is that like a new person? A girl and her dog. So special. But and then YouTube being the infancy of a global interpersonal communications network, it's just starting out. Eventually, I believe that I mean, there are 70 hours of video uploaded to YouTube every minute. And, you know, imagine if we could look back in the past to the time of the Greeks or the crucifixion of Christ, who knows, and see what was going on that day. And I imagine somebody would have taken a cell phone to the crucifixion. Right? Honey, no, I'm at the crucifixion. Yes. You know, they're killing him. I got the video. But anyway, the point is that at some point people are going to realize what an important, serious, historical, scientific, and archival tool that YouTube is, and insist it be run more professionally with people who, staff that has to respond to your account and verify every account and make it more legitimate and serious. It's in its infancy, but eventually these services are so important that Google is going to have to, like AT&T, it's a monopoly, and it's going to have to be broken up. And I'm not saying that the idea of YouTube shouldn't exist. What I'm saying is that it should exist, but be more professionally administered, and make it more efficient. There's a lot of stuff there. Let's see here. This will be a short one. So yeah, I challenged it. You should challenge everything on Google, because I win most of the time. There's a difference between a car on YouTube. I win almost every time, because they run it up the flagpole every time trying to put an ad on something, because they think, well, somebody should make money on this. I've had the most ridiculous, petty bullshit be challenged by YouTube. And but that one is ridiculous. Everybody does. The scientists, literally, there must be 10,000 copies of Coldplay's The Scientist of covers on there. So we'll see. Really, in the end, what I think will happen with my music project is that it could get nuked at any minute. Right, the positive stuff. It could be nuked at any minute, just deleted by YouTube, or I'm not in any rush to monetize it. I'm comfortable and happy. I should make money on it just to sort of make it legitimate and prove a point. But it's really expensive to license the songs and sell them. Not all that much. It's like $35 a song, but I have hundreds that I want to do. Um, there's that, and then there's also what I think will probably happen. All it's with it is this is for me. It's not about money or fame, or it's just about doing the best work I can and doing great, very high quality audio. Very high audio, quality audio covers of these songs, and then also, really nice artistic updates and putting them out there for people to enjoy. I don't expect to profit from it ever. I won't. That's just the way the world works. What I do think will happen, and I've worked in the entertainment business, what I think will happen is that there are constantly major artists who have people and they troll the net looking for these arrangements and production styles, new ones for, and that's really if anything that I do is really exceptional, is the ability to sort of re-envision and rearrange classic songs, and that's my favorite thing. I'd rather do that than play or sing. I'd rather arrange and sort of re-envision new tempo, new feel, new speed, but carrying the same spirit. But anyway, what I think honestly will happen is that some major artists will come along, or several of them, and see, or unknown artists, and steal the best of the styles that I've created. But I'm not worried, because that is what it is, and if you think those people are not trolling the internet, looking for really great new styles that they can steal, they do, and that's part of the business. And the way that you can copyright an arrangement, believe it or not, which I probably should do on mine, but that gets iffy. There's a lot of stuff there. Oh yeah, a writer sent me a link of her reading part of her book. It was just great. It was just perfect. And anyway, I went back and forth with her, but it reminded me of I had a girlfriend that used to read. Like the chick had multiple PhDs, but she would read Winnie the Pooh while she was trying to go to sleep every night. I'd be laying next to her, but every time, it reminded me of how much I liked it. I like to hear her. I didn't really know it at the time. I do now, but every time she'd get to the point, it was like Eeyore, the donkey's like floating down a stream upside. She'd always wake me up. He's floating down a stream upside down, and here I am trying to sleep, and she'd be like, hey, wake up, look, see, Eeyore's floating down the stream, and I'd be like, dude, I'm trying to sleep. No, look, see, he's floating like a kid, But it reminded me of that, of how much I enjoy that. So yeah, there's just so much crap on YouTube. I just do what I do. I mean, there's so much stuff, great stuff, terrible stuff, who cares? I don't expect I'll be noticed or discovered in any big way, and I'm not really trying to that much. I'm more or less trying to leave some kind of a mark here. Oh, that writer reminded me of Sylvia Plath for some reason. I just found Sylvia Plath herself reading some of her poetry, and I was like, do you suppose it's going to be like, filled with death and suicidal ideations? It was funny. Daddy, she has a Sylvia Plath, Daddy, but it was like, oh, Daddy, at the end. It was just great writers. But yeah, I mean, that was weird. That writer reminded me, I guess, of more than anything, of that how much I enjoyed, when my girlfriend at the time would read that stuff to me. But also, if I'm really good about, there's two parts of your intellect, or your psyche, your emotional intellect, intelligence, and then your intellectual intelligence, your reasoning. And they don't really teach in school about how to deal with and handle emotions, or how to emotionally react, because everything we do, we're emotionally reacting or intellectually reacting, and it should be a good mix of the two, but a lot of people just come all from emotion or all from intellect. So that's kind of a flaw of the human animal, really. It's It's a kind of a flawed system because emotion plays no part in reality. And so it's kind of a mess. And, but for fucking copyright strikes, I just gotta say it. It's not cool. Um, and there's so much ignorance in it, and the artists themselves don't really get that, you know, letting people cover themselves is hugely beneficial to them, and letting them do it for free even, not selling it. Now mine's not for profit, and according to fair use, not for profit, educational, and on that order, tips the balance in my favor every time. YouTube doesn't give a flying fuck, honestly. They have scanning computers, and they're out to cover their own ass only, in case all of these entertainment companies get up the Supreme Court case that is coming to challenge the very existence of YouTube, because YouTube's founded on theft. It is. They shifted the money from the major league entertainment business and music business and film. And I'm repeating, but they shifted it. That money just didn't appear. They shifted it over to them and put it in their own pockets. But they're right. Their day's coming. They'll get their comeuppance. I could give two shits less. It is what it is. Justice, who knows? I'm sort of iffy on justice in the world. But yeah, things are good with me. But I don't let. One of the great things about being alone and stuff, and I'll never leave this place. I'll never be with a woman again or any of that kind of mushy crap. So it's good for me to just realize that's behind me, all that bullshit, so I can focus. And that drive to procreate is really, and it's a huge, strong. Don't underestimate your drive to meet and mate with a woman. I had to tape this thing on these glasses. These are my last pair. But yeah, that drive is huge and will screw a person up, and it sounds like a huge cliche, but it will, over and over, it will